It's Platt, and today we try a holiday party beer, appropriately enough from New Orleans. That's next on Platt's Beer of the Week. Okay, continuing on our theme of holiday beers. When I was at my local liquor store, this one immediately jumped out at me, the holiday party, or the office party, holiday stout from Abita Brewing. Abita Brewing was founded in Abita Springs, Louisiana. It's just 30 minutes north of New Orleans in the area there. It was founded in 1986 by a gentleman named by two gentlemen, Jim Patton and Rush Cumming. One of the unique things about the brewery is they use local artisanal wells to source their water for brewing. If you're into home brewing, you know that's very important, having a good source of water. The brewery itself to today produces over 150,000 barrels of beer per year, but it also produces over 9,000 barrels of root beer. I have not tried their root beer, but I hear it's excellent. One of the things that make their root beer a little different than other root beers is they use locally grown sugar cane instead of high fructose corn syrup to produce their root beer. So just something a little different there, something a little unique. Also, something unique about Abita is they were the first craft beer to be imported and available in Aruba. It came about 2015. I thought that was an interesting little note. If you're not aware of Abita Brewing or don't know any of their other products, their two probably most popular beers are the Purple Haze. That's the first one I tried from Abita, and Turbo Dog. Before we try this particular Abita beer, let's check out the stats. Alright, so we're back. You might have noticed on my little stats page, I threw in a little something different this time. I'll always throw in the ABV, alcohol by volume, on there. Generally, I'll throw in the IBUs, International Bitterness Units. That tells you how bitter the beer is or how much hops are at it. And then I usually throw in either what the beer style is or something called SRM, Standard Reference Method, which gives you a gauge of the color of beer. Well, this time I used a term called Lovibond. What is Lovibond? The Lovibond scale was created by a gentleman named Joseph Lovibond, who was a British brewer back, I think, in the late 1800s, somewhere around there, who created a scale to kind of standardize color in beer. He found that if you can nail the color of a beer, it generally makes it easier to nail that style of beer, create better consistency and quality in that beer if you're always kind of hitting the color of a particular style, a box, stout, lager, what have you. Today we use SRM most of the time to describe the color of a finished beer, or there's also something called EBC, European Brewing Conference or Convention, that they use over there. Today we don't use Lovibond to describe the color of the beer, but we use Lovibond to describe the color of the malt that goes in the beer. If you're into home brewing and you're, again, trying to produce a bock or something, you want to know what the color of your finished beer is, well, you use that Lovibond when it describes the color of the malt. And then that kind of lets you help you work backwards to figure out, all right, what's the color of my finished beer going to be? So I just threw that in, thought that might be interesting, especially for you folks that don't homebrew or don't kind of know some of this nerdy technical stuff. With that being said, though, let's try the Office Party Holiday Stout from Abita. Alright, this is nice and dark khaki head. We've got not quite a finger, maybe half a finger. Let's nose. Ooh, lots of chocolate up front. Doing a little reading, they said there's cocoa nibs in there. You can definitely smell that. There's no hops present on the nose. Let's give her a try. Oh, that's absolutely delightful. Chocolatey goodness. There's a little cinnamon in there. But it's not a spicy cinnamon, it's a complimentary cinnamon. Very malty. This beer, I believe, 6.8%. Yep, 6.8% alcohol by volume. So now we're kind of getting more into that bigger, wintry, warmish beer. Even though there's no alcohol burn on this one, we're not quite that high yet. Extra viscosity. This is a good beer. I like maltier beers. I like darker beers. So I would probably drink a few of these. I don't know if a person newer to the craft beer would drink a few of these, but they definitely would like the beer. They definitely would give it a try. I don't know if it's something they would drink multiple of. It'd probably be a little too heavy for them, however. But definitely a very appropriate beer for the time of year. Yeah, very nice beer. Definitely fits the holiday mode. At 6.8% alcohol, a few of these probably would get you in the office party mode. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe down below. Also, please like the video because it lets YouTube know we're putting out good content. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or beers you want me to try, please leave them in the comment section, or you can always contact me on the Twitter page. Until next time, bottoms up.